so I'm going to do it by memory. Thank you, everyone. I kind of feel like low guy on the totem pole coming after this distinguished panel of people, but no one could be more proud to be here. I'm a Union City girl through and through, born and raised on 18th Street between Summit and Kerrigan Avenue, the most beautiful years, the most beautiful childhood that anyone could ask for. A block that consisted of Cuban families, Yugoslavian families, Irish families, Chilean families. Really an idyllic childhood. Sometimes when people think urban, they think rough. They don't think community. They think padlocks and security systems. Well, I'll tell you, as this Union City kid growing up on that block, I have nothing but the most beautiful memories. And the other memory that I have are of my mother and my father, who worked very difficult jobs. They were educated in this country but came here to work hard labor jobs so that we would have opportunities that they didn't and that other people didn't. They worked very hard to provide that for us. What makes me so excited about being here and being the principal officer of this campus is that every single day I see little me in every student that walks into this classroom who don't live in fancy places. Their parents may or may not have fancy degrees, but they all have a dream, as the senator talked about that hope and aspiration and that little fire in the belly to do a little bit better than perhaps what they had. And I believe that what we're doing here breaks the cycle of poverty in so many ways. So no one could be more thrilled, more proud, and quite honestly more humbled to be the Chief Administrative Officer of this beautiful campus. Many of you have been on tours already. I invite you to continue to look through the building. We have state-of-the-art everything, library, the courtyard, the student lounge, beautiful study spaces, well-appointed classrooms, smart classrooms, wonderful biology and chemistry labs, an art studio that will be unveiled in the spring of 2012. We really have a lot of wonderful things going on, but what I really wanted to do today was to recognize the heart and the blood and the breath of this building, with no offense meant to Mr. Capazzi, Petru, Mahalik, and all of the wonderful people who designed this building. It is really the faculty, the students, and the staff that make this the college that it is. And so I would just like for all of our full-time folks that work here in this building to introduce our team of people that are welcoming the almost 2,200 students that are calling the North Hudson Higher Education Center their home. I'd like to start with the folks in the Enrollment Center, Mr. Uris Pujols, Jacqueline Castro, Virginia Green, Esperanza Uruguay's class, Blueberry, Inez Franco. We have in our library, do I need to say something? Oh, okay. Oh, more people. Okay. Is that a joke or is that real? Our library staff, are they here? Cynthia Coulter, John DeLuper. There's here in the back. We have in our administrative offices, we have Patricia Sikorsky, Auda Matias, Reina Marcucci. Reina and Auda are like original staff members of the North Hudson Center that toughed it through with us. And of course, our distinguished faculty. We are blessed with really dedicated faculty members. We have a lot of ESL faculty members, and I'll tell you what's really wonderful about the first day of class, particularly in the lower level ESL classes. When you see that these people coming from everywhere on this planet, it is their first day of school in America. And so to be the instructor in front of that classroom that's going to help them with the theme of building bridges, build a bridge from that native tongue to English proficiency that will allow them to do college level work in America. What a tremendous job. And we also have college level professors here in business, math, sciences. So faculty here from the North Hudson Center, if you could just make yourselves known. We have Dr. Nancy Booth, Professor Abascal, Irma Sanchez-Fernandez. I have my list here. It's not here. Professor Rosen, Professor Eaton, Professor, who am I missing? Am I missing someone from the back? Anyone that I'm missing? Rosen, Eaton, Booth, Abascal. No? Okay, if I missed you, I'm sorry. I had a paper. The paper's gone. The last thing I wanted to do, as we said, this is cultural diversity is really personified here in the northern part of Hudson County. But one cultural group in particular comes to mind. You can't think of Bergen Line Avenue and not think of the best Cuban sandwich that you can get in town. And certainly going along Bergen Line Avenue, it's very clear that the largest ethnic group represented in this part of the county is the Hispanic group. So we thought, what a wonderful way to welcome all of you to our campus is to share with you a little bit of the cultural beauty that exemplifies the Caribbean, Central, South America, and Europe. And we have with us today a brief presentation, and then followed immediately with lunch, a dance presentation by the Latin Ballroom Dancers of North Bergen. Big wave.